begin. See if I can knock this thing out today. Couple issues. So actually I've done it twice and had different problems. So the first time I was flying a Baron and I had a problem with I had a different route showing in my Sky Vector than what I actually filed, and so I was following a different route outbound from. Okay, that was weird. I hit a wrong button here on my stream bot. Anyways, so anyways, yeah, I was looking at a different route outbound from Albuquerque than I actually flew. So sorry, I'm trying to get my stream bot connected here. For some reason, the tokens are out of date. So very odd. I got to redo this. So let me just enter this in real quick here. It's just going to take a second. But yeah, so I was basically off. I was off the Victor airway that I had filed, which is Victor 263. I was taking Victor 611, and I could show you that. But yeah, so I was all screwed up. So that was completely problem. And then I was continuing the flight, and then all of a sudden I had a issue with my scenery, and it just shut, and then it just shut down. So I ended that. That was fairly quickly. The last one, a couple different issues I had, and the first one was going into this first flight. I just wasn't very didn't do a good job on my approaches, and I had to make a couple. And then by the time I actually got on the ground, I forgot to cancel my IFR. So then I was getting set up for my next flight, and lo and behold, I go to request my next leg for the IFR, and he's like, "You never canceled, so your first one." So yeah. Anyways, you're gonna fail. So anyways, all right. So I'm gonna continue anyway. So I continued, and then I got another issue with the altitude or whatever. So I guess when you're flying with no oxygen, which was stated in the rating, I don't know really call this a rating, but in the SKYHIGH 2 scenario, it says that you have no oxygen, so you're supposed to fly at appropriate altitudes, which is basically 12,000, and you can go up between 12,500 up to 14,500. But anyways, so yeah. So I was cleared for 15,000, even though I filed for 13,000. And so I flew up to 15,000, and I go to cancel my IFR, and he's like, "Well, if you didn't already fail, you would have failed anyway." So, anyways, I continued on the flight, and I did do the rest of the flight. Made a first attempt to land, and just having mental problems, like not setting up my gear and all the flaps and all that stuff for the landing on the final. So it came in too fast, too hot, so I went around, and then I came back around. So with all that said, let's go ahead and get started. Did I actually close that? That's pretty good that I did that as I was going by. Alright, cool. Okay, we are looking good. Set, and go ahead and put some lights on for now. Start my APU. It's all good, and Alright, APU's up and running. That's all good.
So it was 1847, San Francisco, ground runway 1 left, taxi via Alpha and Mike.
Okay, quantities are all good. Clock is reset. Ram air pressurization panel is landing elevation for today is 7,000. I hate that. That's one thing I don't like about the mouse wheel. There. I don't like it zooming in. I want to be able to disable it, but I can never disable it. Don't know how to do it in Explain. It's actually 7100. So that's good. Yeah, so if anybody knows how to disable the mouse from zooming in Explain, be awesome to know, because I would never use it anyways. Alright, probes are off, reversion panel set to norm, it looks good. LTS is set and armed. Pumps coming on. And gust lock is on. Okay, engine run switches are set to off, checked, not. And trim system is checked. Looks good. ELT is armed and cabin control panel is set. We'll go ahead and turn the lights off now. We don't need them on. Let's go ahead and get our ATIS information.
Requested cruise altitude. Advise on initial contact you have Sierra. Albuquerque International Sunport Information Sierra. 2152 Zulu. Wind, 090 at 8. Visibility 10. 8,000 scattered. 16,000 scattered. 5,000 scattered. Temperature 27. Check density altitude. Dew point 11. Altimeter 3021. Visual approach runway 38, in use. Departing runway 3.
Okay, we got the altimeter 3021. Alright, that's set. We are sky high 383 and we've filed 4. Let's take a look.
Solis 1847, San Francisco Tower, wind 290 at 14, runway 1 left, cleared for takeoff.
Sorry, trying to pull up my plan here. So Albuquerque Victor 263, Santa Fe Victor Victor 83 to Taos. We'll plan on doing the VOR DME Bravo approach with a circle to land. So we want to get clearance.
Number 0 Charlie Papa, from your present position, I can't have you descending over the top of Fairchild Air Force Base or Spokane. Are you headed direct Phelps now? I mean, if you want to divert either north or south, then that would be okay. Okay, then just tell you what, VFR descent at your discretion is approved. Just remain outside of the surface area.
You see the difference in his voice?
Below 6,000.
It got a lot less. It got a lot more clear as I tuned into a frequency that is closer to my location. So that was a good.
The only airspace I need you to remain outside is the surface area, as long as you're below 6,000.
Good demonstration of how it works for distance-wise. All right, so we have Taos. We are expecting Albuquerque. Victor 263, Santa Fe, Victor 83, Taos. We are expecting altitude probably 8,000, and then 10 minutes after. Departure frequency, I have no idea, and we'll get our squawk. Albuquerque clearance, Sky High 383 is IFR to Taos. Forgot who else.
Sky 383, no flight plan on file.
Yeah, I freaking hit the file button. Let's see. Starting off real good for this flight. I can see it already. Okay. Not sure why it didn't take it. Let's go to... I just want to see. I'm going to look at the homepage of Pilotedge, see if it shows a flight plan on file. It still shows no flight plan on file. Very odd. Strange. Let me just make sure I don't have anything weird in there. So the flight plan is Albuquerque's Taos. Nothing in here would cause me not to be able to try it again, see what happens. Albuquerque clearance, Sky 383 is IFR to Taos.
Sky 383, nothing on file.
Wow, so obviously that doesn't work. Okay, so now I'm going to have to file it on...
Southwest 1847, contact NorCal departure.
Over to NorCal departure, Southwest 1847.
So we're going to go CL30 slant Gulf. Airspeed, we'll use 250 for this flight. Departure is going to be Albuquerque. Arriving is going to be Taos, 11,000. We use DRO, which is Durango. Alternate.
Southwest 1847, NorCal departure, radar contact, confirm climbing instructions.
Okay, now I'm going to make sure it's okay. That's what I got.
Southwest 1847, confirm climbing instructions.
Alright, we're still looking here.
Southwest 1847, roger, thanks. San Francisco altimeter 2996.
It's weird. Still showing no flight plan on file. Weird. Guess what?
We're Zero Charlie Papa. You can get to the Phelps Field however you like, as long as you remain.
Alright, let's see here. Let's reconnect. Sky High 383. See what happens. Dude, what is going on with the flight plan system?
Southwest 1847, climb and maintain flight level 190.
Yeah, it finally went in. Albuquerque clearance, Sky 383 is IFR to Taos.
Sky High 383, Albuquerque clearance, roger, standby.
I wonder why the X-plane wouldn't work. How to do it actually on Pilotedge website.
Sky 383 is cleared to Taos Airport. Radar vectors Albuquerque, then as filed. Climb and maintain 9,000. Expect 11,000. 10 minutes after departure. Albuquerque departure frequency 127.4, squawk 6662.
Sky High 383 is cleared to Taos. Radar vectors Albuquerque, then as filed. Climb and maintain 900,000. Expect 1,000 10 minutes after. Departure frequency 127.4, squawk 6662.
Sky High 383, readback is correct, departing runway 8.
We'll expect that with the 666 in my squawk.
If it hurts your feelings, I can change it for you.
I'm all good, Sky High 33.
Knew you could do it.
Yeah. All right, so squawk 666. Maybe that'll give me better luck. Okay, so 6662. Dang it. Alright, that's set. And we're going to depart runway 8. And I'm having a problem with my tablet, so obviously now I gotta do something else here. Alright. It's always something that causes issues, so yeah. Anyways, 113.2, we're gonna set that into nav 1. So 113.2, and we're gonna depart that 006 for the Victor. Let's say 211. No. And it's a Victor 263. That's right. Okay, so 006.
Southwest 1847, climb and maintain flight level 230. Contact Oakland Center
So that's
127.45.
Then we're going to set in Santa Fe, which is on 110.6. And we're going to fly that at 075 inbound towards it. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and set that in 110.6. Okay, that's set into nav 2. We'll go ahead and put in a nav 1 standby, 110.6 as well.
Southwest 1847, Oakland Center, roger, climb maintain flight level 350.
Okay, so that's ready to go. We're going to climb. So we'll get our heading on from the tower. When we line up, they'll probably say fly heading, blah, blah, blah. So we'll get that. We're going to go ahead and set our altitude to 9,000. Okay, so that's set. Go ahead and put it on heading mode. We'll just set it for our current heading now. Go ahead and set this to about 3,000 feet per minute on the climb. And that's a pretty good speed to set for now. We are navigating nav 1, that's set. Since we did file slant alpha, I will need to put in the flight plan in here, unfortunately, because if they give me a direct to, I'll need to know what that is. So we'll just do this real quick, ABQ. And then we'll do
Zero Charlie Papa, roger.
S.
Zero Charlie Papa, you're clear of the surface
X.
area now. But no traffic observed between you and Phelps Field.
And then we're going to go
And we'll terminate radar services at this time. Squawk and maintain VFR, and frequency change is approved.
Then it's going to go Victor 263. And that is to Santa Fe, which is SAF. SAF. Okay, why is that not working? That's odd. Oh, because I didn't put it in the right spot. Then we're going to do Victor 83 to Taos. So then we're going to go Victor 83 to TAS. Okay, execute that. Looks good. Everything else we'll just leave alone. So that gives us Freeho, Zeiss, Hagme, Santa Fe. All that looks good. Those are all positions I would need if I get a direct to at some point in the flight. I'm going to go ahead and close that down. Everything else I'm going to be doing just VOR navigation. All right, FMS set, avionics. We have current heading is just our current heading now. We got 900,000 in here, and we got it set for VS 3000 on the climb. And we're on nav 2. That looks good. And we got 113 to Albuquerque, or 113.2 to Albuquerque. What we're going to do here is, I did put in at 006, but what I really need to do is I need to twist it around because it's definitely not east of here. So, because he may say go direct to Albuquerque, so I will need to know where that is. But that's fine. So we're set there. V speeds are set as of now. That's checked. Okay, we've been cleared. Let's go ahead and shut our doors and just make sure these are shut. Okay, doors are shut. Parking brake is on. Chocks gust lock is removed. Thrust levers are idle. Engine run switch is going on. Okay, just making sure that's on. Alright, start engine number 1. See if I can get my iPad working again. Not sure what's going on with this app. Okay, engine 1's stable. Let's go ahead and start engine number 2. Or sorry, engine number 1. So ground's on 121.9er. And then tower's on 120.3. I'll go and get that ready now. Okay, so that's ready to go. Both engines are stable. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Odometer flaps. Hydraulics, we'll go ahead and check those next. Looks good. Flight ground spoilers are good. Flight. Okay, controls full left, full right, neutral. Full back, full forward, neutral. Rudder right, or rudder left, neutral. Okay, checked. Trims are not set. Set the stabilizer trim to 5.0. It's as low as I can go. Otherwise this thing wants to climb big time. Departure briefing is going to fly whatever heading they tell us until we get radar vectors to Albuquerque, then as filed. Passenger's been briefed, nose wheel steering is on, and CAS messages are ready for a taxi. We're currently at... The hell are we again? Aerospace, aviation, we got Sierra. Okay, we expect runway 8, which is... Alright, so this is where we're at here. So we can expect something like to runway 8, probably I guess this is Kilo here. Kilo Echo 1. Hold short of runway 12, something like that. Albuquerque Crown Sky 383 at the aerospace hangars with Sierra Taxi.
Sky 383 Albuquerque ground, runway 8, taxi via Foxtrot Golf Echo 1.
Runway 8, Foxtrot Golf Echo 1, Sky High 383. Okay, so we are set. Brake check. Good. Reverser checks are good. Fuel balance is checked. Got 31 and 32, that's good. And then flaps are set for takeoff. Gotta go right here, Foxtrot. Yeah, don't want to fail on the taxi. Alright, clear on the left and clear on the right. Clear right, clear left. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Alright, so now we're Golf. We're gonna look for Echo 1. He never did say I'm going to ask before I cross runway 12, so when I get down there. Just gonna have to be proactive on this plane because it can climb fast and you can get in trouble real fast. So just gonna take everything as slow as possible. Keep ahead of the plane as well. Go ahead and take a look outside. Can't taxi when I'm looking outside for some reason. There we go. Alright, get back inside. Actually, the hold short for 8 and 12 are at the same area, so which is good. Clear. I'm just going to set the parking brake. I got to empty some fuel real quick. I'll be right back. Alright. Let's get back to it. So, let's get our probes on. We'll leave all that on for now. Lights, I'm going to go ahead and select all that on. That's set. And transponder is 6662 TARA. Looks good. Alright, we are ready. I think. Anyways, we'll see what happens. Okay, 120.3. Departure frequency is 127.4. Okay, ready to go. Albuquerque Tower, Sky 33 is ready for departure 08. Yeah.
Sky 383, Albuquerque Tower, runway 8, cleared for takeoff, turn left heading 310, wind at 100 at 8.
Clear for takeoff, runway 8, heading at 310, Sky 33. Alright. Okay, heading set in there. Clear. Clear. Okay, takeoff set. Instruments are in the green. Airspeed's alive. Whoa, that was crazy stutter, man. Man, I don't need any more issues. Alright, 90 knots checked. V1 checked, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Okay, flaps up. Just coming back on the power a little bit. Okay, right turn, left turn, 310. Still hand flying this thing. Okay, let's go ahead and throw the autopilot on. Let's make it easier for me. Okay, autopilot's on. Heading 310 at 3,000 feet per minute, 900,000. We'll go ahead and slow down our... We'll slow it down.
Sky 383, contact departure.
Go to departure, Sky 33. Albuquerque departure, Sky 33, 8,700, climbing 900,000.
Sky 383, Albuquerque departure, radar contact.
Okay, gonna pull the throttle back.
Sky 383, climb and maintain 11000.
Up to 1,000, Sky 33. Alright, so...
Southwest 1847, contact LA Center 133.55. Good day.
Okay, we cleared up to our final altitude. Well, not final, but at least for the cleared altitude. Go ahead and slow this thing down even more. Okay, let's go ahead and get our... Okay, so most likely we're going to get a 0 0 on the actual to join Victor 263. Okay, so 006 set. Okay, 1,000 to go. I'm going to pull back just a little bit. We don't need to be too fast here. Alright, after takeoff checklist. And APU's coming off. Alright, let's go ahead and run through the checklist. Okay, 700 to go, and landing gear is up and off, flaps are up. Anti-ice is good, thrust levers are set. Hydraulic pumps, go ahead and turn those off as well. And pressurization is checked, AP is off, and cast messengers are good to go. Go ahead and clear that off, and we are coming up to 11,000. Go ahead and pull the throttle back as well. We should be getting a right turn here. Should have already actually, but alright, we just passed Victor 263. Probably is a direct to Freeho. If that's the case, what we can do is we'll go put in direct to, we'll go Freeho now, enter. Put it in there, hit enter. So that way we can just navigate via the FMS. I'll just give him a cold call here. Albuquerque departure, SKYHIGH 383. What if I lost the
SKYHIGH 383 Albuquerque departure. Sorry for the late call. I forgot to give you an intercept to join the airway. Turn right heading 040, join Victor 263, resume on navigation.
040 to join Victor 263 on navigation, SKYHIGH 33.
SKYHIGH 383, and actually if it's easier for you, you want to just program direct to Freeho, that's Foxtrot, Romeo, India, Hotel Oscar, and then join Victor 263 on course from there.
Direct to Freeho, SKYHIGH 383. Okay, so we'll go nav source, FMS, go nav. So now we're FMS, we're direct to Freeho. So since I'm direct to Freeho, I actually want to look at my range here. Just because I'm flying FMS and I want to be able to see it here. So I want to make sure I am actually going direct. It should be straightening out here. Okay, that looks good. Speed looks good. We're 11,000 and we're set. So after we get to Freeho, I'm going to go ahead and put it back in. I'll go heading mode and 006. So we'll set heading mode as 006. And then we'll start flying back via the VOR. Okay, 240, that's a pretty good speed. Let's go ahead and just bug reference 240 as well. Yeah, it's weird why it made that turn like that. Okay. So just to check, we are direct Freeho, and that's checked. All right. Maybe wondering why I want to fly this plane. It's just I like to fly the plane, and it's fast, so it makes it a little more interesting sometimes because it can be fast and can be difficult to stay ahead of. So. Plus, it's fairly reliable. I rarely have a lot of issues with it, so it's kind of why I enjoy flying it as well.
Sky 33, contact Albuquerque Center 124.32.
2432, Sky 33. Okay, 2432. Albuquerque Center, Sky 383, 11,000.
Sky 33, Albuquerque Center, roger. And the Albuquerque altimeter is 3019.
3019, Sky 33. Alright. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just let it make my turn up towards Santa Fe, just because it's so close. And then I'm going to go ahead and after that we'll navigate VOR number 2. And that's going to be on a heading of a 075. Okay, go and look here. We're 2.7 from Zeiss. Actually, I can actually go heading mode. I want to go heading mode now. So heading 075. I'm going to go nav source 2, and that should be on 075 as well. So we're picking up that. So now we're flying via the VOR instead of FMS, which is what I wanted to do. So we're going to go ahead and look at our next outbound. It should be 354 from Santa Fe. So if we look here, so from Santa Fe it's going to be, zoom in just a little bit, 354. So what I can do here is I can put in Santa Fe in my nav 1, so which is 110.6. I already had it ready to go. And then I can also go bearing and put in 354. And so we're ready to go. Now I can just switch over to nav 1. Alright, let's go ahead and just slightly south of our Victor 263. So let's put our heading in. We've got 22 miles to go to we get to Santa Fe, so we're looking pretty good. Fuel checks, it's balanced, everything's in the green. Alright, all systems look good. Okay, we can actually set nav now. So now we're on localizer 2, inbound to Santa Fe. And this is why I use, you can see here, 075 inbound. Even though it says we are on the 255 radial, which we are on the 255 radial, we're just eastbound. So you want to be careful of that. If you're navigating, you want to navigate towards, so when you put in your OBS here, you want to put whatever the heading is going to be, or the course, excuse me, towards the VOR. Otherwise, it'll turn you around and have you going the opposite direction. So once we turn out of Santa Fe and outbound, we'll start looking at the approach into, let me get rid of that, the approach into Taos. We're going to do the VOR DME. Let's go ahead and take a look outside while we got a couple minutes. I do have the orthos out here. Just zoom level 16. I don't fly to New Mexico all that much, so I wasn't going to fill up my hard drive with anything more complex than that. Go looking pretty good at 250 on the speed. I mean, I can increase this pretty much fast I want. I'm at 11,000, but just for management's sake and staying in front of the plane, there's really no need for me to get too fast here. One thing we can do is do our 18,000 foot climb check, which is really not needed, but just get it ready anyways. Even though we're not going up that high, so we're set there. Cool. We got just under 9 miles. And what we'll do is we'll be switching over to heading mode, and we'll be flipping it to 354. Okay, 5 miles to go. So at 11,000 feet, you would think that you'd be right overhead, just under 2 miles. But for some reason, I've noticed this doesn't accurately display that. So I'll be making my turn. I should make my turn realistically before 2 miles, but you see where we're at now. We'll go heading mode. We're going to go left to 354. And you'll see this is accurately where I should have started my turn, so we'll see how it works. So we'll go 354. We're going to go ahead and switch to nav source 1 now, which is set for 354, and that's 110.6. So as you can see here, I'm making my turn, but what's gonna happen, I'm gonna end up turning inside, and so I'm gonna have to straighten out the turn a little bit here. So yeah, I started my turn about 2.5, which should be normal, because that should be, I mean, fairly tight lead turn actually, being up the side, but for some reason it didn't work out that way. Alright, we can go ahead and fly just a little bit, picking it up there. I don't want to go too much. Okay, fairly close. So again, I'm on the 354 radial, and I'm actually flying 354, which is good. So just going to check this, 354. I can go ahead and throw nav mode in. Should pick that up. Localizer 1. Autopilot auto altitude is set for 11,000. Now we can go ahead and get ready for the Taos weather. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and look outside for a little bit here. So, the weather at Taos is currently, we have at 2317 Zulu. We have winds 12015 gusting 22 and 10 miles of visibility. That's good. Scattered at 10,000. And 2407 is the temperature and dew point, and altimeter is 3033. Go ahead and we'll set the, let me just set the setting to sync up actually. We'll set the altimeter when we get closer. So we have the weather. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our approach that we're going to be doing. Okay, this is what we're doing. We're going to do the VOR, so we're going to go direct to Taos, outbound on heading 296. Then we're going to fly a 1 minute outbound, and then we're going to make a left turn back to intercept the 116 radial. Sorry, it's a 296 radial, but it's inbound 116 to Taos, and then we'll depart Taos. So we should get a fairly shortly. We should get. We're gonna check in with the controller and say we have the weather for Taos, and we're gonna request that. Then he's gonna tell us to climb to 12,000. So we'll climb up to 12,000. So we depart again. We'll depart Taos at 12,000, and this is a VOR DME. So we're gonna use our DME from Taos. So once we get to 8 miles at Rasoy, we can actually, after we leave Taos, we can descend down to 10,000 to reach the 8 DME from Taos, 10,000. And then from there we can descend down to, for some reason, oh there we go. We can descend down to 8,000 at 14.3, and then we'll do a circle. So I'm going to land on runway 04. So 04 goes this direction. So I'm going to overfly 04, make a right downwind, and then make a right base into 04 and land. Okay, so now we can go ahead. That was kind of what we're going to do for that. So let's go ahead and set up Taos VOR as our next. It's 117.6. So we'll go ahead and get that ready now. 117.6. Okay, that's some backup of nav 1. And then we'll set that active for nav 2. Okay, so 17.6, and we're going to fly that in on the 174 radial, so inbound will still be 354. So we're going to roughly do, there is no changeover point between the two that okay, maybe if I can do this a little more smooth. I don't see a specific changeover point between the two. So what we'll do is we'll switch over at halfway point. So if you can see here, we are currently 40 miles to Taos, and we're 24 away from Santa Fe. Albuquerque Center, Sky High 383 has got the weather at Taos and is requesting the VOR TME from Taos.
Sky 33, Roger. Expect that climb and maintain 12,000.
Up to 12,000, Sky High 383. Alright. Okay, we're set for 12,000. Okay, here we go. We're at 30 miles, 34 miles. So in about 2 miles we'll do the switch over. You can see we're actually doing a decent crab this way. This is showing a nice. This is showing a wind coming from this direction. We're showing at Taos coming from this direction, which is pretty close. Alright, that looks good. We'll go ahead and switch over now. We're going to go ahead and first what I'm going to do is, just in case, I set heading mode, and then I'm going to go nav. Alright, we'll set nav 1, and then we'll just go 117.6. Let that come into play, and then we'll navigate to Taos. I kind of made a little bit of a turn there. It's not too bad. Alright, speed's pretty good. We'll go ahead and pull it back down to N151. And as we get closer, we'll go ahead and start slowing it down as well. Alright, we're looking pretty good. So I got Taos on both nav 1 and nav 2 in the active mode. We'll depart Taos, like I said, 296 outbound, but we're going to pick up the 116 inbound. So we'll go ahead and set a we're going to set 2 to 116. Okay, that's good. Whoops. Yeah, last time I flew this, I was outbound, and then I flipped my heading mode back around, and since I have to go more than 180 degrees on the left turn, I spun it around until it passed my 180 degrees, and then I started to look at my chart to review it, and as I was looking at my chart, since I flipped it all the way around past, my plane decided it was going to make the right turn like it should have. So that was definitely a learning point for me. Get your heading mode. Don't flip it around so fast. Kind of keep it in a nice smooth turn, and keep your eyes on the instruments until you are on the heading you want to be, and then you can go ahead and start looking. I'm going to go ahead and pull that off the screen now. What I'm going to do is pull back the... We'll just review this one more time. And so our missed approach is going to be climbing right turn at 12,000 direct to Taos and hold. So we already got that information.
Sky 33, cleared VORDME and Bravo approach report established on the final approach course and up.
Cleared for the VORDME, and we'll report on the final inbound Sky 33. All right. Currently 17 miles. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and start pulling the speed back. We've been cleared for the approach. Once we report inbound, we're going to switch over to AWOS, or sorry, AWOS. Unicom 122.8, so we'll go ahead and get that ready to go. And that's set. Let's go ahead and just give it a nice look outside, so what we've got going on here. I'll go ahead and pull the throttles back even more. Nice, beautiful plane this is, for sure. Don't forget to cancel IFR on the ground. That is where I failed the last time. I had to make 3 approaches because I just don't fly pattern on this thing very well, so you'll obviously see that in a moment. But and then by the time I actually got down, which, you know, it was definitely a dang struggle, I got on the ground and started prepping for my next leg, and just failed to cancel the IFR from the previous leg. Called back in and said, yeah, I'd like to pick up my IFR, and he's like, you never even canceled your first IFR, and that's gonna be a fail. So lessons learned, we will cancel IFR. Alright, speed's looking pretty good. I'll go ahead and maintain 200 for now. Alright, since this is going to be a procedure approach, we'll go ahead and go heads down. I like to do it just like that. Looks pretty good. Alright, just under 7 miles. Do you sync up the heading mode? Put it in heading mode. We're going to switch to nav 2. Remember, outbound 296. We're going to do 1 minute. I'm going to go ahead. I'll just leave this on the screen for now. That way we can keep an eye on it.
Okay, November 927 Charlie Foxtrot, Seattle Center Roger. You're on the ground at Bremerton, correct?
I'm going to set this range way out like that so we can't see it. That way we can practice without using
7 Charlie Foxtrot Roger. If you look over the airport facilities directory, that's going to show Seattle Departure owns the overlying airspace from that airport. So you're going to want to contact Seattle Departure on 127.1 with your request.
Okay, coming back a little. This thing's really fast, so I got to maintain my speed correctly. All right, so I'm at 12,000. That's exactly 2 miles above the VOR. So I really should be above the actual VOR now, but that's not correct. Okay, so now I am. So now I'm going to go ahead and flip it to 296. Okay, watching my speed. 30 degrees of bank. Okay, once I reach 296, I'll start my clock. There we are, and we'll go ahead and start the clock now.
November 927 Charlie Foxtrot, Seattle Departure, cleared from the Bremerton Airport to the Portland Airport as filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect 7,000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 127.1. Squawk 3557. Hold for release.
Okay, 30 seconds.
Number 7 Charlie Foxtrot, read that correct, and verify your navigational equipment type. Charlie Foxtrot, okay, thank you. How soon until you're ready for departure?
Okay, this is where I'll maintain my heading to stay in a left turn.
7 Charlie Foxtrot, roger, time 2342 and 1/2, clearance void if not off within 3 minutes. Report airborne on course, released for departure. 7 Charlie Foxtrot, read back correct, change to advisory frequency approved. We'll talk to you shortly.
Okay, 190, we'll go ahead and go flaps 10 now. Looking for about 070, that'll give us a nice intercept heading. So, okay, so our heading is set 070. Looking for 12,000. Once we pass Taos, we can descend down to 10,000, 8 miles DME, and then from there we can descend down to the mist, the circling mist here. Let's see, it's 8,000, and which is going to be 909 on the radar altimeter. So we can go ahead and set our reference in there. Get a little bit slow. Go ahead and put a little more throttle in there. So put in 910. That looks good. It's about good right there. I'm currently about 5 miles from Taos.
Number 927 Charlie Foxtrot, Seattle Departure, ident, climb and maintain 7,000.
Okay, got VREFs. I'm going to bump that up just a hair. So I'm going to use VREF 122, and then I'm going to go plus 10. So I'm going to go about 130.
7 Charlie Foxtrot, radar contact a mile south of Bremerton Airport, altitude indicates 2,000.
Alright. and I just ran right through the dang. I look away for 2 seconds and I ran right. This thing is not, it's like, it doesn't, it's not very subtle. It just like all of a sudden, and it doesn't matter if you're far or close. It works against you as much as possible. Anyways, we're gonna depart. All right, no need to chase. 116 now. Descend down to 10,000. This is a bad view. I don't even really descend that quickly, but all right, just check. We are on. We want to be on nav 2, and we're set there. Okay. Albuquerque Center, SKYHIGH 383s inbound on the VORDME.
SKYHIGH 383, roger, report IFR cancellation or missed approach. Change to advisory frequency approved.
Wilco, SKYHIGH 383. Oh my God, let's do it again. Yeah, let's not forget to cancel. All right, let's get flaps 20. We need to get some spoilers out. It's just got to slow down. Okay, currently at 4.5. We're looking for 10,008. Let's go and go gear down a little early just to get set up. And just slightly left of the localizer, or the VOR. Coming up on 10,000 next, and then we'll just keep descending down to 8,000. Okay, spoilers coming back in. Right, heading a little bit more to the right. Okay, speed's looking pretty good. Go ahead and bug it the proper speed here so we don't get any warnings. Okay, coming up on 8 now. We'll go ahead and descend down to 8,000. Okay, and go ahead and flaps 30. Get completely configured. Let's get back on heading. Looking pretty good here. We're looking for 4.3 and then we got to go around. So we can go ahead and switch over to, oh yeah, I forgot to see, that's one thing I forgot to do. Switch over to Taos traffic. SKYHIGH 383 is on the VORDME approach for circle the land southeast runway 4. Taos. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and get my head up now. I can see the runway. I mean, I can see the airport. And, oh, one thing I didn't change was 3033 is what we got on our weather. Should have done that earlier. Looking good on the speed. We have, go ahead and approach is checked. Auto pumps are to auto. That's good. We have 3 down. Nose and landing lights should come on. Should have done that earlier. We've been cleared to land because we cleared ourselves. And cast messages are checked. We're gonna do a circle the land at runway 4. And just for our verification, okay, 14.3 is where we'd have to go around. So what I'm going to do is just kind of at 1 mile before, that's when, you know, I'll look up.
1,000.
Okay, this is 04 here, and we're good to go.
Minimums.
Taos traffic, Sky 383 is over the field 8,000 for a right downwind to 04. Taos. Okay, overflying the field, I'm going to count 15 seconds. Okay, speed's coming down. I'm going to keep it just a little bit faster. Autopilot's coming off. There's my 15 seconds. Okay, speed's definitely coming down more than I want. Looking for 2.2, reciprocal from 4. Okay, speed's looking good. Okay, let's get our track IR rolling here. Okay, looking pretty good there. Count another 15 seconds. Let's get our thing trimmed here. Taos traffic, Sky High 383 is turning right base as 04 full stop. Taos. Okay, let's go ahead and turn right. Okay, let's start looking out for the runway if we can.
Minimums.
It's hard to do it with my track IR right now. Okay, runway's in sight. Start descending. Taos traffic, Sky 383 is turning final 0 or runway 4. Taos. I always say 0. It's a bad habit. I don't know. Something I just always done. Okay, let's get our speed at. See, I should have continued that turn a little bit more smooth, but this is still so far better than my approach the last time I tried to come in here.
500.
Okay, get this thing trimmed a little better.
400.
It's not wanting to descend as much as I need it to.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
That shows that I landed, but didn't feel like I did. Alright, reverser's coming up. And coming off. Looks good. See if we can. Flaps coming up. Alright, that was much better approach than I did last time. Okay, clear on the right. Clear on the left. Taos traffic, Sky 833 is clear, 04 and taxi to parking. Taos. Alright, let's go ahead and switch over. Not forget to cancel IFR. Albuquerque Center, Sky 383 is on the ground. I'd like to cancel my IFR at this time.
Sky 33 Albuquerque Center, roger, IFR cancellation received.
Old dog learns new tricks. Alright.
There you go.
I don't think I'm going to actually clear. I would clear those planes. That's funny. It seems like I was a lot closer. Alright, I'm going to just kind of go down here. And I don't think anybody else is coming in, so I'm just going to park it right here. Get prepared for the next leg, which is going to be the fun one. Alright, so let's go ahead and I'm just going to leave this thing running. No need to restart it and all that. Let's go ahead and put the parking brake on. I'm going to step away for about 1 minute. I got to refresh my drink. Actually, I'm looking good there. I'll just be right back and we'll continue.
Alto 3594, Aspen clearance, 11 clear.
Alright, I'm back. Let's prep for leg 2. Shouldn't take too long. We will download this flight plan here. Alright, sometimes it takes a second for it to... Okay, that looks good there. Let's go back to my nav log and this, sometimes this is a pain in the ass where it doesn't put the right one in there. Okay. Thought it was already downloaded, but whatever. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we are going to, actually we're just, let's do, we're going to go file this plan. This is going to be just a test. We're going to go 13,000 just to get us on top of the weather, which we'll set in a second. KSKX. Wish you could tab. I can't tab on these. And then we're going to go, we're just following, oh yeah, we're just going to go Taos. We don't need a route. There is no route. But we would like to put in a remarks ODP. ODP procedure. I'll just put ODP. 13,250 on the speed. Oh, that looks pretty good. Simple as that. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to go Brazo. And then that's going to be to, this is for my second flight plan. I'm going to go, destination will be KDRO, and that's going to be, I think that's going to be Victor 211. I'll have to check it out. 211 to Corky, but no, we'll just put to DRO. And that we will file, that's 13, yeah, 13,000 is good on that. We can take out the ODP. So now we're ready to go. I'm not sure if that, actually I don't even know if that'll save that in there. Let's see. Yeah, but I think I need to put that all caps. I'm not sure if that matters or not. Brazo, Victor 211 and DRO. Alright. Brazo. Okay, so that's ready to go. We'll cancel. Let's go ahead and set a couple things here for our weather. We're going to customize the weather is going to be Excuse me. We're gonna go not marginal. We'll use a cloud layer. We're gonna set this down to 500. I don't know why it doesn't. I can't put in 500 there, so I have to just scroll this down. We'll go 500. Jesus. It's good enough. And then 9,500 here. Okay, that looks good. We'll set a wind layer. We're going to set it to, just so we can do the 0.3. That looks pretty good. We'll set some speed. Give us a little bit of headwind. And we'll go ahead and drop that down. For some reason, the overcast didn't set. It's off. It's weird. So 9,500. And we got our winds. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay. Not sure what's going on there. Alright. That's done. Apply. If this doesn't come down to 500 feet. See, that's not very good on the weather. I mean, that's broken to me. It is not. Hold on a second. Maybe I'm just not knowing how to set this properly. I don't know. Let's see. Visibility. Jesus.
Delta 276, Aspen ground, loud and clear.
I have no idea. Maybe I just gotta set the visibility here. Whatever. We'll just go heads down anyway, so that's not a problem. One other thing I want to do is kill the...
Delta 3594, Aspen ground, roger. There is a clearance delivery frequency at Aspen that should be published as 123.75. I'm working that as well, though. You can remain on the ground frequency. Clearance is on request. Stand by.
So we're going to take the DRO glide slope and...
November 7 Charlie Foxtrot, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
Right here. We'll fail that. Failed. Done. Alright, so that's good. I don't know what's up with the clouds layers and all that, but whatever. Let's get our speed. We're going to manipulate our speed here. Okay, we're going to take off on runway heading.
Number 927 Charlie Foxtrot, Seattle Center, roger. Olympia, altimeter 2996.
04. Okay, let's read the ODP for the airport. So one thing good about this app is you'll see here when you want to look for takeoff minimums, you don't have to search through the whole thing. It does it for you, which is rather cool. And so let's look for 04. So 04 departure procedure is climbing left turn to intercept the Taos Vortac radial 100. So we have Taos in there. So we'll go ahead and set nav source to 1. And then we'll go 100. Okay, perfect. So 100. And do not exceed 240 knots until Taos Vortex. Thence, we're going to climb in the Taos Vortex holding pattern, hold south right turns 353 inbound, expect vertical clearance to 1,700. So, if we look at this, if we have to hold, which in this plane we're never going to have to hold, we'll enter this, we'll make a right turn, we'll come out 173, and we'll basically do a right turn. So this is what we're going to do. So if we have to, we'll just sit here and hold here. Pretty easy. But we'll be above 1,000 easily by Taos with this plane. So I'm not expecting anything, any kind of hold. What I want to do is look at, for some reason, it's weird, for some reason, I don't know why I just did that. That was weird. Not really sure what just happened there. Oh yeah, I don't want to ride that. So for some reason it doesn't show the Victor 211 here. So what I'm going to do is look at it on I got it on a Sky Vector real quick. That's strange. I don't see it on Sky Vector as well. I must be looking at something wrong here. Oh, it's never mind. It's direct to Browsio, then Victor 211. Ah, okay then. Got it. Makes more sense. All right. So basically, we will have to head from Taos direct to Browsio. Okay. What we're gonna do, it doesn't matter because what we're gonna do is fly from Taos. We're gonna fly at on VFR anyways, and then we'll pick up our next IFR clearance somewhere in between there. All right. So we're good there. We're gonna pick up clearance on 124.32, which we're already on. And then we'll go from there. Albuquerque Center, Sky High 383. I'd like to pick up my IFR to Taos VOR.
Sky 383, Albuquerque Center, roger. Cleared from the Taos Airport to the Taos VOR via the Taos VOR. Maintain 13,000, departure frequency 124.32, squawk 4056.
Sky High 383 is cleared from Taos to Taos VOR. Maintain 1 to 3,000, departure frequency 124.32, squawk 4056.
Sky 383, read back correct. How soon until you're ready for departure?
5 minutes, Sky High 383.
Sky 383, time 07, correction, time 0007 and 3/4, clearance void if not off by 0015. If not off by 0015, advise Albuquerque Center not later than 0020 of intentions. Report airborne, released for departure.
We'll report if not ready by 0015, and we'll report airborne Sky High 383. All right.
Sky 383, read back correct.
So we got, I'm just going to put in, actually, do it this way this time, 4056. Okay, it's in there already. So we'll go, since I did fly, I'm going to have to put this in here, so I'm going to go okay. Since I did file slant golf, I got to put this in there just in case I get some kind of directions to direct somewhere. So we'll go SKX, and then we'll go KTRO. And then we're going to go to the Taos. Oh, I got to do this quicker than this because I got to get off the air. I got to get out of here. So that's good enough for now. That's good enough for now. Execute. Let's get rid of that. All right. So we have taxi. Looks good. Flaps. We'll go ahead and set those for 10. Thrust levers are good. We're ready to go. All right. Go ahead and get rid of that. Go ahead and turn. Should have turned that off earlier. Alright, let's go ahead and switch over. And let's... Taos traffic, SKYHIGH 33 is taxi 204. Taos. Alright, clear on the left, clear on the right. I should have told him 10 minutes, just give me a little more leeway. So climbing left turn, intercept to 011. Let's go ahead and just double check that real quick. 011, we're navigating on nav 1. Alright, set, we're 117.6. Cool, we got about 4 minutes to get off the ground here. Let's go ahead and put back on map. And... Oops. Watch where you're going. Alright, let's take that off. That's just distracting me now. Alright, we got plenty of fuel, and it shouldn't be a problem. We're set for heading mode. Go ahead and set this for climb. I'm going to climb, and we'll set that for about there. Set the altitude at 13,000. Yes, I can't taxi. What the hell? SKYHIGH 383 is lining up 04. Immediate departure already beat. Taos. Alright, clear. 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 I should have back taxied just a little bit, but I'll take off from here. I should be able to do it, no problems. We are ready to go. Okay, thrusts are set. Instruments are in the green. Airspeed's alive. Tiny knots checked. P1 and VR rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Okay, autopilot coming on just for my ease. Turn that off, flaps up. Okay, climbing left turn, so let's go ahead and start moving left. Pull the throttle back a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with the weather. Don't understand that at all. It should have been nice and overcast, but whatever. Okay, passing 10,000. Landing lights coming off, and I never put them back on. Oh well. I was in a big ass hurry. Taos traffic, SKYHIGH 383's departing airspace to the north at 10,500 switching. Albuquerque Center is SKYHIGH 383's 1,100 climbing to 13,000.
SKYHIGH 383 Albuquerque Center, ident.
Okay, I forget how to ident in this button in this plane. Let's see. Shit. Jesus Christ. Sorry about that. Not sure what buttons I was hitting. I'll pull this up, make it easier for me if I want to change my frequency. 1200. Albuquerque Center, Sky High 383. I'd like to cancel IFR at this time.
Sky 383, Roger. IFR cancellation received. Maintain VFR and same intentions will enable.
I'd like to pick up flight following to Durango, Sky High 383.
Okay, Sky 383, Roger. Maintain VFR and I'll show Durango as your destination. Contact Denver Center 118.57.
18.57, and you want me to leave my squawk code, Sky High 33.
Sky 383, affirm.
Okay, so I don't need to clear that? Okay. Boom. So we are going to contact Denver Center. Just getting ready to pass Taos. We're going to fly left a little bit. We're going to go direct to Bravio. Looks good. We're going to go ahead and descend now to 12,500. The hell is my altitude? There it is. Okay. Okay, let's get 118.7. 118.57. Okay, looking pretty good there. I'm gonna slow this thing down big time. Denver Center, Sky 383 is a 2,500. Get rid of that.
Sky 33, Denver Center, Roger. Maintain VFR, Alamosa, altimeter 3034.
034, Sky 33. Alright.
Bonanza 7, Charlie Foxtrot, contact Portland, approach 124.35.
Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and go to my flight plan. I'm going to pick up, like again, Brazo, DRO, that looks good, 13,000. I'm going to file that, filed, see if it works, because it didn't work last time. Let's see, let's pick up, let's just go to the home page, see if it picked it up now. It says it's in there, but okay, that's good enough. Looking pretty good there.
Number 927, Charlie Foxtrot, Portland approach, Roger. Information echoes current at Portland. Advise when you've got that. Say approach request will enable if you've got one.
Alright, so what we're going to do is look for Brazo. That's going to be off the Durango, which is 108.2. Yes, I know I'm supposed to be looking out VFR, but whatever. 108.2. None of my buttons.
7 Charlie Foxtrot, okay, Roger, expect that.
There we go. So 108.2. Alright. Brazo, I keep saying Brazio. Brazo is 096 So we'll do the 276 radial inbound. Okay, we'll switch over to nav 2. And it's also, let's see, how far is it? .21, and that's 57 miles. So when we're about 670 miles, alright, so we can pretty much call it in anytime now. So when we're 70 miles, we'll be about 12 miles from Brazil, south or east. Whoa, look how close we are here. This is crazy. It says it says the MCA is 11,300 going this direction. Crazy. Denver Center, Sky High 383 is about 12 miles east of Brazil. I'd like to pick up my IFR to Durango. All right.
Sky 383, Sky 383, okay, roger. I just want to confirm, where did you want to pick up Victor 211 at?
From Brazil. Bravo, Romeo, Alpha, Z, Oscar.
Sky 383, okay, roger. Are you able to maintain your own terrain and obstruction clearance from your present position to Brazil?
Affirm, Sky High 383.
Sky 383, okay, roger. After Brazil, clear to Durango Airport as filed, and maintain VFR conditions for now. After Brazil, maintain 13,000.
VFR until Brazil and then 13,000. Sky High 383.
Sky 383, and actually for direction of flight after Brazil, descend to maintain 12,000.
After Brazil down to 12,000, Sky High 383. What did I file? Forgot. Oh, I put in 13,000 there. I don't think I changed the altitude. All right, so let's start looking at our approach into let's pick up our, we can go ahead and pick up our ATIS now.
Sky 33, it just looks like here that you filed like the departure point, but it's just listed as Bravo Romeo Alpha Zulu. So I think you were trying to go for Brazil with that, but just be advised we can only receive 4 letters for an aircraft identification point from a departure airport. So you're going to want to put that as part of your route, that waypoint, since those are 5 letters.
Aha, okay. Nice to know. Thanks, Sky 833. I can, yeah, I can't see it. My freaking monitor is so huge that I can't see what's in there. So it looks like it's in, see, it looks like it's in there. So I guess I should put it in here and just leave this blank. Alright, that makes sense. Alright, makes sense to me. So Brazo is about, what did I say? We're just coming up on it now. So make a left turn here. We'll go ahead and descend down to 12,000 next. Alright, so going back to what we're going to do for the approach, we are going to do the localizer DME from Cockery. So we're going to put in 109 point in the nav 2, 109, actually it's going to be nav 1, 109.1. Okay, so that's set. That's going to be 027, so we're going to go ahead and set 027. Okay, that's set. Currently 55 miles. We're going to do a left turn at 14 miles. And so you can see here, we're coming in here, so we're going to do a left turn on the arc. Fly it that way, so that's currently what we're going to do. We're right at 200 knots, which is fine. 12,000 feet, and we got the altimeter set, heading mode right now, and we're picking up. Let's see, we're on nav 2, which is 108.2, and 276 inbound, which is 096 radial. So we're looking pretty good. Just slightly left here.
For 7 Charlie Foxtrot, turn left heading 100 vectors final approach course. Did you want to pick up the approach somewhere in specific or just receive a vector to final?
Okay, let's look for our weather.
At the 7 Charlie Foxtrot, roger, set to maintain 4,000.
And weather in Durango is 2507. Oh yeah, we got our custom weather. With custom weather, and we want to pick up the localizer.
Sky 383, advise when you have the Durango weather, say approach request enable.
I was just gonna say that. Sky 383 with custom weather would like to pick up the localizer DME 03. I keep saying 03, it's a bad habit.
Sky 383, okay, roger. After Cockery cleared ILS, or correction, I'm sorry, cleared localizer, DME runway 3 approach, Durango report established on the final approach course.
After Cockery cleared for the localizer DME 3, and we'll report to establish final Sky 33. Alright. Okay, I've been cleared for the approach, which is good. Still got 30 miles to go until I gotta make my turn. So let's see what our frequencies are for CTAF is 122.8.
Remember 467 Tango Whiskey, Fresno departure radar contact.
Okay, we're ready to go there. I don't think I'll be handed off anywhere else. Okay, it looks like we're still slightly left here. Let's get back. Let's get over there. We should be on the Victor 211. Should never be satisfied with anything that's not perfect.
Boeing 7 Tango Whiskey, turn right heading 030. Tampa 7 Charlie Foxtrot, VFR traffic 12 to 1 o'clock, 6 miles, opposite direction, altitude indicates 4,500, type unknown.
a few seconds. Let's go ahead and look at our terrain out here. See what our orthos look like. Not too bad. Alright. That's about as much fun looking outside as I want. And we're starting to get back on track for 211. And we're coming up on
7 Charlie Foxtrot traffic now 2 o'clock, less than 3 miles off the
37
direction.
miles to Durango. It's hard to see. I mean, I can barely see those numbers myself, but realistic, I can actually just put it in nav mode. And it should take me there.
7 Charlie Foxtrot traffic, no factor, passing after 4 o'clock position.
It should get me in position there better. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and look at our procedures for Durango. This is what we're looking at here. So the arc, 10,000. So after Cockery, we can descend down to...
Like 7, take a whiskey, pursue direct to Bishop, resume on navigation.
So what he said, and you got to make sure this is clear. This is after Cockery, you're cleared for the localizer DME. So that doesn't mean you can descend to 10,000 before.
Like 7, take a whiskey, contact Oakland Center, 125.75
then we can
for
descend
hire.
down to the 10,000 as we're turning. So we just need to make sure we are clear to ourselves that we're not going to descend before Cockery.
November 467 Tango Whiskey, Oakland Center, climb and maintain flight level 230.
So our missed approach is going to be climb to 7,500, then a climbing right turn to 10,000 on heading 140, and on the DRO VOR DME radial 120 to Asav D and hold. So basically, we're going to fly down here and we're going to climb, right climbing turn, or climb to 7,500. Then we're going to make a right climbing turn on a heading of 140 until we intercept the 120 radial, and then we will do a direct right turn entries and hold there at Asav D. And then what we'll do is request another approach if we have to. Currently 29 miles to Durango, so we got about 15 miles
7 Charlie
to go.
Foxtrot, turn right heading 190.
We need to get on to the arc. So currently we have the ILS, the glide slope is currently out, so we're going to have to follow the actual, the localizer minimums, which is 6960, which is 317 on the radial, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. So we're going to go 317, which will be 320. Looks good. I don't know how to change the barrow in here. Still haven't figured that out.
7 Charlie Foxtrot, additional VFR traffic, 12 o'clock, 3 miles eastbound, altitude indicates 3,900, descending type unknown.
Now our, you know what? Our custom weather, it says 29902. Let me just check this out real quick. It's still in effect. I don't know what the pressurization, I don't even know where to look for.
7 Charlie Foxtrot, traffic no factor, passing after 9 o'clock, descend to maintain 3,000.
Oh, shit. Alright. So 3034. I don't know how that's going to screw me up now. Let's see what happens there. Oof. Yeah, it totally screwed me up. But I want to make sure I was correct. Alright, I wasn't set properly here, the custom weather. I could have just changed it.
Delta 3594, absent departure, radar contact.
Alright, so we're coming up on 22 miles, getting close.
Alpha 3594, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Getting exciting. Do our approach checklist, I guess. Okay. I haven't really been following all this stuff. I'm going to go ahead and just flip these on now. Just for my own benefit. Go ahead and flip these double ding, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, hydraulic pumps are all on auto. And coming up on 19 miles. God, that's hard to see for me.
Delta 3594, just want to verify that you're in the left turn to the published 273 heading to join the back course outbound. You appear to be on a parallel course to that.
Okay, I got 10,000 set. Once I make my turn, I'll go ahead and descend. And again, this VOR stuff.
3594, just be advised, there's no direct lens on this departure. There's the right turn to 343 passing 9,100, a left turn to heading 273, and then you need to join the back course outbound to the lens intersection.
Okay, 15 miles. Normally I would start turning now. Actually, I ain't going to
3594, you should be on heading 273 to intercept the back course localizer outbound to Lynn's intersection. Just want to confirm.
Okay, start descending.
Okay, thanks.
Descend down. Let's go ahead and pull our throttles back.
7 Charlie Foxtrot, I'm sorry I put you through the final approach course there. With that, fly heading 310, intercept the final approach course. Correction, join the final approach course and down for RNAV runway 28 left.
Got to make sure you hit the heading mode. That's going to be a major issue there. I should have been in heading mode, which I wasn't. Dang it. That one button, not pressing that stupid heading button, is causing me an issue here. It's alright, we'll get back on track. It's not a problem. I'm going to pull this off the screen because it's kind of annoying to me. So I'm looking for 14 DME here. I'm at 13.6 right now.
Number 7 Charlie Foxtrot, you're 4 miles from the final approach fix Adam. Descend to maintain 2,100 until established on the final approach course. Clear to RNAV X-ray runway 28 left approach.
Okay, coming up on 10,000 now.
Delta 3594, contact Denver Center 133.67.
Alright, we're back on track. We can go put that back up on there. You can kind of see where I'm at. We're going to do the twist and turn. Currently at 14.3, which isn't bad. So with
Delta 3594, Denver Center,
So
climb and
with
maintain
that-
flight level 360.
that means I got to turn in just a little bit more. Okay, looking at 14.3 still, so you got to turn in a little bit more. Okay, check the speeds coming down. Go ahead and flaps 10 now. I know it's a little early, I just want to get prepared. So 14.2. Okay, 14.1 looking good now. Go ahead and bug our speed down a little bit lower.
Delta 276, Aspen departure, radar contact, primary target only, verify squawking mode C.
Okay, 14.0. Okay, so we want to make our turn roughly about 195 on the radio. We'll make our inbound turn to 027, then we'll switch over to the IDRO, which is the localizer, and descend via the localizer.
Down to 276, I'm not receiving your mode C. Just
Still
verify
14.4.
squawk mode C, please. Say altitude leaving when you get a chance. Climb and maintain flight level 200.
Speed's looking pretty good, nice and slow. Okay, we're going to do our 10. And 10.
Wisconsin 276, your ground track 2 and the reported altitude you were at before are conflicting with the assignments of the departure. You should be on a left turn to heading 273, passing 9,100 to join the back course outbound. You appear to be tracking direct to red table right now.
Okay, I'm looking for the localizer. $195.
There's a 7 Charlie Foxtrot contact, Portland Tower 123.77.
14.1. Speed's looking good. Okay, let's turn. I'm turning just a little early.
Wisconsin 276, I'm receiving your mode C now. Altitude indicates 12,600. And yeah, I'm not sure what went wrong with the departure there, but you should have been in that left turn to join the back course outbound a long time ago. Proceed direct to Lynn's intersection to resume the departure, please.
Okay, so back to 14.0. So we're looking for the 195, so we're currently at 180 from the localizer. Once we're at 195, we'll make the inbound turn 027. Then we'll report on the inbound localizer DMV. And then he'll give us a frequency change and all that good stuff. Okay, so we're coming up on the 183, so let's go ahead and make another turn. Should have made it a little bit earlier just because you can see I'm at 0.2 miles off now. So at 190 now. So I'm getting ready to come up on the 195. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put flaps 20 in here and slow this thing down. Okay, so that's at 195, right about it's coming down next.
Lufthansa 276, you were cleared direct to Lynn's, and I've got you on a course now that's to the northwest. Where are you direct to?
Oh man, I feel bad for AJ. Alright, coming up one.
Yeah, Lufthansa 276, that's nowhere close. That's not even remotely close to the Lynn's 9 departure that the clearance controller should have assigned you on departure.
So now we can descend on 8800.
I don't understand what the problem is here. I'm really having a problem. This was the same issue last night coming into the field. If you're having an issue with the airplane, you need to be looking at the charts and make sure that you know how to fly this before you jump onto the network.
I'm not laughing, but I'm laughing. Oh, because I don't know. It's weird. All right, so let's go back to nav source. We'll go nav 1. Yeah, I turned.
Lufthansa 276, contact. Proceed direct to Meeker since you're already direct there now. Contact Denver Center 133.67.
Yeah, this thing was turning a little bit quicker than I wanted to. So I'm looking for JUPEB at DRO 7.6 8800. So we're picking up the DME here. It's going to be 8, what did I say? 7.6. All right. I got to get back on track here. Denver Center, Sky High 383 is inbound to VOR DME 3.
That's at 276, Denver Center, climb and maintain flight level 380.
Okay, 10 miles. After that, we're going to descend down to 7,400.
Bonanza 7 Charlie Foxtrot, where do you park?
Yeah, see how sensitive it gets. It gets a lot more sensitive when we get closer, so I should have been proactive on that. So we are 8.6, and okay, that looks good. I'm going to set 74.
Okay, 383. I believe you reported established inbound on the final approach course. Report IFR cancellation or missed approach. This frequency change to advisory frequency approved.
Wilco Sky 33. All right. So we can just go ahead and switch over to. Switch over to. Go. We're set there, and we're at 7.6, so we can descend now to 7,400. Durango traffic, Sky High 33, VOR DME 3, inbound, Durango. Alright, that was kind of a lame call, but whatever. Alright, looking for 7,400 at Owavgi, and that is the 7,400, and that's 3.3, so we got 3 miles to go. Kind of just right of course here. Alright, let's go gear down. And flaps 30. So coming up, we're 5 miles now, and we're looking for 7,400. Okay, just slightly left of localizer. We don't want to chase too much because it gets more sensitive as we get closer. Okay, speed's coming down, and we've been cleared ourselves to land. Everything's good there. We're set. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we are at 3.8. We're looking at 7,400. Then we can descend down to 7,000. Okay, 7,000. And then at 1.9, we have to go missed if we can't see the runway. Durango traffic, Sky 33 is 3 mile final 3. Durango. Alright, looking pretty good. We're looking for 1.9er. Let's go ahead and get our head up now.
500.
Okay, runway's in sight. Autopilot's coming off.
400.
Okay, speed's looking pretty good. 3 green, flaps 30. Cleared ourselves to land, and landing checklist completed.
500. 400. Minimum. 300.
Landing.
200.
Trees. $100. Come on.
50.
Come on.
40. 30.
Get left.
20.
Landing long.
10.
Okay, reversers. Active. Okay. Really didn't need them, but whatever.
Configuration.
Yeah, I accidentally pushed my throttles forward after I pulled the reversers off. That's why I did that warning. Okay, we can clear here. And I'm just going to park straight ahead. Alright, clear on the left. Clear on the right. I got a special little hangar right next here. Durango traffic, Sky at 383 is clear. 3 exit parking. Durango. All right. Let's wait till we get a clear moment here. And we'll just park it right here.
Delta 21, turn left direct scant. At scant, resume the arches, 1 departure.
And that looks pretty good to me. Brakes coming on. Denver Center, Sky High 33, like to cancel IFR on the ground. Alright, sorry about that.
Delta 21, resume normal speed. 6 Tango Whiskey, advise when you have the Tonopah weather, say approach request when able if you have one.
Alright, so let's get to our checklist here after landing. Window seats, flaps are all good. Transponder is good. Chocks, nose wheel steering's coming off. Engine bleeds. Well, I'd never turn on the APU, so it doesn't matter. Denver Center Sky 33 is on the ground. Like to cancel IFR.
Sky 33, Denver Center, Roger. IFR cancellation received. Nice work on the Sky 2 rating. I'll get that through here as soon as I can.
Roger, thanks for your help, and hopefully your night gets a little bit better. Sky 33.
Thanks.
All right, let's just do that. Bum, bum, bum. Gust lock coming on.
Delta 21, contact Salt Lake Center,
It's never a good idea when a
135.77.
controller says, where the hell are you going? You're not even remotely close to where
Delta
you should
3594, contact Salt Lake Center, 135.77.
So, yeah. I feel the frustration.
Remember, 467 Tango Whiskey, stand by for frequency disregard.
All right, that's it for me. It's Happy Friday. Only took 3 times to do this. As I said before, the first time I had filed one route and I flew a different one, so it was like almost an immediate like, hey, you're on the wrong route, dude. So that was in the Baron. Then I decided to fly my next one in the next one in this plane, and then I had a couple issues. One was I forgot to cancel IFR. The first thing was I forgot to cancel IFR on the first leg, and that was the first problem. And then the other problem was climbing a little too high above your non-oxygen levels, and that was another problem I had. But anyways, debriefing points. I thought the first leg went
7 Tango Whiskey,
rather
contact Nellis approach
smoothly.
135.1. You can make the request for them for the approach.
I didn't think there's any issues there.